Hey everyone, I am so excited to have our 2-day workshop. I mean, it's been definitely a month, and we're going to talk about the wounds of a friend. We previously talked about the wounds of a pawn, when you're actually being taken advantage of, when you're being used. And this evening, we're going to talk about the wounds of a friend. Last video, we talked about what togetherness looks like true support, genuine, authentic support, as well as the support, the biblical way, what support looks like in the godly way. If you guys have not had an opportunity to listen to that video, I highly, highly recommend go ahead and listen to it. Why not? You're a subscriber. You have access, and I'm excited for you to watch it, and I'm excited for tonight as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can begin. All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen. Thank you for being a part of this workshop, Woman Secured. I'm excited for day one. We're going to talk about burdens, baggage, pains, transparency, and challenges. It's not always easy to be a good friend, right? You want to be supportive, but sometimes the baggage of what people are going through can tend to affect how we feel, how we think, because we're accepting it as our own. And because we want to be supportive of them, they don't really realize how much it hurts you to be there for them. They don't understand the scarring that's taking place as you're helping them move forward, how you're being affected by trying to help them. So we're just going to talk about the wounds of a friend. The wounds of a friend, we tend to rave about the dynamics of true friendships and the authenticity that comes from them. We can be eager to share the highs of a valuable friendship. Oh, this person's loyal, this person's real, this person's authentic, this person has always been there for me, but not really understand the challenges of being supportive. Our last workshop, we discussed togetherness and what true godly support looks like. Tonight, we will be transparent about the effects of a friendship, whether it be someone that you've been friends with 30, 40 years, whether it be a friendship that you call your day one, your ride or die, the one that's loyal, been there since the beginning. We're going to talk about the effects that a friendship can have, where it's not always talked about because we always rave about the good aspects of a friendship, but not really talk about the detriments and the effects of someone actually being supportive and where those friendships can actually lead. The importance of this discussion is just to be mindful and aware of one, what we entertain despite the friendship, and then also understanding the baggage that people may carry so we know exactly what we can take on and what we just will not allow. Baggage looks different on every person depending on how heavy it is, how long it's been there, and the effects it has on a person. So we talk about ancient traumas, things that were passed down from generation to generation, or even just past lived experiences that now causes emotional residue of how people show up for other people. How long has it been there? How heavy is it? How bad is it? And what are the effects? You can tell when people are going through stuff, the effects that it has on them. Are they restless? Are they fearful? Do they panic? What effect do their baggage have on them? I think just even seeing the effects that it has on a person will give you a clear indicator on whether you should be dealing with their baggage or not. Some friends feel an obligation to be there in support of your hard times and struggle. They make it their mission to be present authentically and help you. So there are some people that's like, no, despite what you're going through, despite how I may feel about it, I am going to be there for you no matter what. If what they're going through is going to affect your progression, then we got to use wisdom as if and think about it. Like, is it worth it? If your problem is going to affect my progression in life, it's going to affect me moving forward. Wisdom tells me I'm not taking that on. I'll be there for you and I'll help where I can, but I'm not going to take it on as my own problem. It's too big. It's bigger than me. It's just way too big. Friendships willing to be there through your pain may be experiencing the pain from life already. There's a lot of pains that people go through that they don't share. So when there is someone that's willing to help or willing to take on the baggage, they say, you know what? I see the baggage. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to be there. I'm going to help you carry it despite how bad it may have been. Acknowledging like they are going through their own. We all have our own story. We all have our own pathway. We're all dealing with something. So when there is someone that's willing to help you through what you're going through, we got to acknowledge that they're going through stuff as well. So we should be mindful of how much we lay out to people without acknowledging what they may be going through. Their willingness to stay by your side, although having to address the problems within their own life, shows their dedication to be there for you. Some have not set boundaries to distinctly separate what they can and cannot do. They accept the baggage of others that wear them out mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So we, especially nowadays where, I mean, life is just changing at a rapid pace and baggage looks a lot different from baggage 20 years ago. We want to make sure that we're not wearing out our friends and we are setting boundaries. So if we do have friends that may be going through a lot, being able to set boundaries, like I'm going to be there for you, I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to hurt with you. I'm not going to allow what you're going through to hurt me or to damage me because I'm healed. And I want to help you heal from what you may be going through, the baggage that you may hold, but I'm not going to allow pain to come from me because you're in pain. That's a boundary. When you set a boundary of peace, you want what's best for someone, you want to be supportive of someone, you're going to show up how you see fit, but you're not going to allow their pain to bury you, to make you lose your sanity, your peace of mind, your comfort, your safe haven. You're not going to allow their burdens to affect how you live your life or how your life turns out mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You won't allow it to wear you out. So you could be there. I'll give you the resources. I'll pray with you. I'll give you good counsel. I can walk you through. I can help you, but I'm not taking it on. I'm not going to hurt with you. You are in pain, and I see that you're hurting, and I want you to heal from it. I want you to get the therapy, the counsel, what you need to heal, but you're not going to affect me with the emotional residue of your past life experiences. You're not going to project your pains and past traumas onto me. You're not going to just talk to me any old type of way because you're upset. That wisdom tells you, I'm gonna be here for you, but there are certain things in the process of me being there for you, I'm not going to allow in my life. I don't even accept the behavior from me to talk to others like that. Why would I allow you to talk to me in a way that I don't talk to others like? No, it's not happening. The transparency of a friendship should be honest and clear about what is happening in the lives of each other, and it should be a safe place to express how we feel and what we're experiencing. No sugarcoating, no downplaying. Being honest, being real, like, hey, I'm going through this. This has been challenging for me. I can't take on what you're going through, right? Just being able to have a safe place, knowing who to share information with without oversharing, and being honest and clear. There's no confusion there. This is what's happening. It don't have to be detail by detail, but it's enough where someone knows I can't take that on. Taking on other problems, not truly knowing the details of their issue and ending up getting stuck. You ever, you ever see somebody get stuck in someone else's problem? You're like, how'd you even get stuck there? How'd you get so far deep in the trap? How'd you get so far stuck in their problem? That was not even your problem. What involvement did you have to get stuck there? What involvement did you have? What role did you play to get stuck in their problem like that? That was not even your problem. Right? So we want to, when we're accepting people's problems, their issues, or accept helping them carry the baggage, we need to know the full details of the problem. Whenever we're deciding to involve ourselves in a problem, we need all the details. Nothing catching us by surprise, nothing easily moving us where now we don't even know we're living a delusion because this vital information was left out. No, we need the full details. If I'm going to help you with your baggage, if I'm going to help you with the problem that you have, I need to know the details. How did we get here? Who, what, where, when, why, and how? If you don't know who, what, where, when, why, and how, you're prone to error because you don't know enough. People get stuck in other people's problems because they don't have that. They don't know that knowledge. They don't have that information. That's how they get stuck. And then they end up living in a delusion because they didn't have all the details. That's why before you respond or react, you got to know the details of situations. How did we get here? What happened? Who did it? When? Where? And why? That is transparency. Amen. That's transparency. There are challenges that present in a true friendship that we're not always aware of. Okay. The transfer of problems. We talked about that when people now take on the problems of others and they're holding it as their own and now they're being affected by it. You're like, that's not my problem. And now it's the transfer of problems. So even though it had nothing to do with you, it got something to do with you now. It's your problem now. Sadness, discomfort, when people's problems, you're trying to figure like, why I'm so sad? Why is it everything feeling so heavy? Why do I feel overwhelmed? Why am I feeling so worried and just consumed with problems? problems consuming you, just problem after problem after problem. You're not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. Everything is just piling up on you. You don't even know where to begin. You don't even know where to start with resolving the issues. It's just a mess. Scatterbrain, thoughts everywhere, can't even think straight. You're unable to focus at work or focus when people are talking to you. Your problems are now consuming you. The fears of your problems are now consuming. Long-term effects as well. There are times where people still express today how they're affected about things that happened to them 20 years ago, 40, 50 years ago, right? Long-term effects. There are certain baggages that you can take on because of someone else. You no longer deal with them. You're no longer in a relationship. You're no longer friends with them. But the effects of that friendship still haunts you today. So you got to know, okay, you're taking on this baggage. Now it's long-term. How do you know it's long-term? Is when that person is no longer even present, you're still being affected. The residue of their problems are affecting you. You're no longer in that association, that engagement, those involvements. You're not around those people anymore, but you're still dealing with the issue. That's a long-term effect. And then danger, we know, of course, things can be fatal. Dealing with other people's problems, depending on the severity of it, how bad, how ugly they are, it can get real dangerous. The challenges of a real friendship comes with the empathy to bear others' problems and the effects of trying to help others. We do not always acknowledge the pain that comes with others until fully involved and invested. So wisdom tells us that I'm going to think about it first. I'm going to process it. I'm going to weigh out all outcomes. I'm going to use wisdom. I'm going to know who, what, where, when, why, and how before I'm fully involved and invested or even siding. That's wisdom. They may be talking about a problem that they're going through. Okay. I see it's weighing heavy on you. Well, are you going through this because of your poor decisions? What role do you play in the baggage that you hold? What did you do? You tell me what they did, but what did you do? You got everything to say about what someone else did, but what did you do? Right? Be blessed, everyone. Thank you. Have a good night.